guys, it is Jaden and our resident expert Caleb over here with Fantasy Tomorrow, and we are here to talk week 13. Holy smokes, trades and targets. Okay, we know that some leagues are not trading anymore, but we know that some leagues also trade year round, and we are here for all of our followers. So with that, Caleb is going to tell us who we should be looking to target in trades for week 13.
Yeah, so I think there's a few players that you should still try to go out and grab. Now, the first one is Adam Thielen, wide receiver for the Vikings. Now, he's been on the COVID list recently. He missed week 12 because he was on the COVID list. And we don't really know completely what his status is. It's a little murky. But he's definitely someone, once he returns, you want to have on your team. And because he's on the COVID list and has missed a little bit of time, he's going to have his value drop. So buy while his value is low, and he's definitely somebody that could take you to playoff glory. Now, I also like James Conner, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Conner's value is also low because he tested positive for COVID. He's going to miss at least a game. And he's had a few poor performances too, which have really kind of left his value very, very, very low. His owner's likely going to part with him for a very low value. But he's somebody that you want to have on your team just because he's a starting running back and gets so much volume. So you could easily start him as an RB2 or as a flex and feel very confident about him. So if you can get him for cheap, absolutely go out and do it. Then I also like Michael Thomas, wide receivers for the Saints. Now in week 12, he didn't really see that much action, and that's because the Saints decided they were just going to run the ball a ton. They didn't need to throw it because they were playing against a team that literally did not have a starting quarterback. So they knew that they didn't really have to take any risks and throw the ball. That's not going to be the case going forward. They're going to have to kind of, do a lot more in their passing game in these next few games. And Thomas has the ability to definitely be a big playmaker for them and return to a wide receiver 1 form in the playoffs. So if you can grab Thomas for cheap, absolutely go out and do it.
Okay, guys, so now that we know who we should be looking to target in trades, we need to know who we should feel okay with trading away. So, Caleb, who should we feel okay with maybe trading away in week 13?
Yeah, so I would definitely feel okay with trading away Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Vikings. He's been just an absolute star this year. Has been really, really good, especially in Adam Thielen's absence last week. He had a huge game, so his value should really be through the roof right now. But what I think you should do is try to flip him for a running back, a solid RB1 or RB2. That way you have a solid running back you can count on each and every week in the playoffs, because running backs are just much harder to find than wide receivers right now. So if you can find a good running back on a team that's willing to deal for Jefferson, I would absolutely go out and do it. Then also Devontae Parker, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. Now, he's had back-to-back solid games, but I just don't really trust Miami's offense right now. It's definitely not very reliable, not to mention they're switching back between Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tua, back and forth every game. We don't really know what, the certainty is there. So if you can flip Devontae Parker while his value is high, I absolutely would do it. And then finally, I would trade away David Montgomery, running back for the Chicago Bears. Now, he had his best game of the season last week, but he was going up against the Packers, and the Packers famously have a terrible run defense. Anybody could run for over 100 yards against the Packers. So Montgomery has just been very inconsistent this year. He's not been scoring that many points, and I think that you could definitely flip him while his value is at the absolute highest it will be this season.
Okay, guys, so there you go. That is your Week 13 trades and targets. It is more crucial now than ever to get the players that you guys need to win your league, because we are in the home stretch, guys. We are almost done with this season. So crazy to think. So with that, we're going to say see you later to Caleb, and I'm going to let you know that this is Fantasy Tomorrow, where we are giving you the information to learn today and win tomorrow. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. With that, see you next week.